I'll cut down to the crux of the story. Husband is having an affair. I found out in March, grieved the relationship on my own, moved on a few months later. I'm now dating a wonderful guy, we are yet to be intimate though, and was waiting for evidence to file for divorce and tell his affair partners, AP, husband. Turns out AP's husband already suspected something was wrong. A week ago, he contacted me and talked to me about the unnecessary closeness between my husband and his wife. Turns out, he found an email on her phone about STD screening, looked through it, deleted the email and got her reports from the clinic. He thought it was a mistake, so he went ahead and got himself tested. He was in the clear. That convinced him the results were wrong after all, but he still wanted my reassurance to know nothing inappropriate was happening between his wife and my husband. I had to break the bad news. He was understandably devastated and agreed to cooperate with me by splitting the cost of pie. The pie agency tracked down my husband to a relatively unknown hotel Wednesday night. They saw him coming out of the hotel with his AP and they were being affectionate with each other. At one point they kissed each other deeply. We got what we needed and I'm now serving him divorce papers on Christmas morning, his favorite holiday. Today morning at 4 a.m., I overheard my husband making a reservation at the same hotel for this Sunday. So I know they are still having sex. I know his mistress has an STD, and I know him having sex with her can potentially expose him to the STD. Is it my obligation to tell him? AITA for not letting him know. Edited. To add some context, husband and I have a 4-year-old. His mistress has a baby, which quite possibly isn't her husband's. He doubts the paternity because the child looks mixed race, and he doesn't know that I know about his affair. Edit 2. I chose Christmas because me and my daughter are spending Christmas with my family and won't return until 2nd January. Husband was flaky about going, so I might as well serve the papers that morning and get done with it. I've already met my attorney. Edit 3. Ours will be a no-fault divorce. No mention of his infidelity will be used in the court. The evidence is for my safety. Some people are confused about the timeline of my pregnancy. I found out I was pregnant in late October. I was already 11 weeks along. Didn't get symptoms almost all throughout my first trimester. By the time I started feeling different, I was already 3 months pregnant. Husband was out of town, yet again, got an abortion. Hopefully it will clear up the confusion about the timeline. And yes, it was the only time we had sex after I found out about his cheating, the night of my daughter's birthday. He kind of coerced me into it that night. I couldn't say no and cried myself to sleep afterwards.